All right, guys, we are back at it with the E46. So, motor's back in. Unfortunately, one of the power steering lines was broken, trying to get the cooler back in. So, it's time to take the limo and go to O'Reilly's.
Okay, so we just went to the store. I spent $156 on 2 jugs of oil and a goddamn power steering line. So, yeah, that's how today's going. You know,
Minty new hose. Let's go.
There's not a lot of hoses on this car that I haven't replaced at this point. There's probably one that's original to the car at this point. It's the big high-pressure U-shaped power steering hose, and that's it. Every other hose has been changed now. Feels awesome. There we go. You hear it click, it's good to go. I gotta finagle the routing on that one. But those two are done. Okay. Connector. This connector here. For the viewers at home, let's get a part number going real quick. Just so, you know, if you too have this supercharger kit and you need the belt, there's the part number right there. It's actually for like a 2000s Jag. Why? I don't know, but it works. High res, dude. High res instructions. You can't ask for more from a supercharger kit. You really can't. I mean, you could probably ask for an intercooler. That'd be kind of nice.
Here we go.
Skirt. She's ready to rip again. Don't you love wire rounding? It's so much fun.
When you're putting your shit box together, make sure to align your hood, because if not, you might get locked out. Ask us how we know.
Yeah, we wouldn't know anything about that. Dude, at this point in the project, I've now touched every single bolt on the E46. There's nothing I haven't touched on one of these at this point. Like, the fuel tank I've had out before, now I've had a rear bumper off, now I've had the whole front end off one, now I've had all the power steering system done. It's just like, what the shit.
Thirsty.
All right, let's look under the car.
Shut up, bitch!
The forbidden fucking Kool-Aid.
The forbidden Powerade.
Well, guys, unfortunately, the E46 was not ready in time for the track day. We tried our best, but it just did not happen. But Ryan was still able to make it in the Mustang, so we took a break from the E46 for a little bit and went to support our boy. So here's a little bit of footage. Oh, the flame!
So it's another day. We keep saying that a lot lately, but today's game plan is get the E46 back on the ground and run it. What do we need to do that? We got to put the drive shaft in. We got to do the shifter. We got an RTD shifter we're going to show you guys how to install. And we're going to be putting an exhaust back on it, ZHP exhaust, which has a different muffler on it. And then we'll just do the whole front end of the car. And it has fluids in it now, so we don't really have a lot left. Dude, it uses different bolt holes on the car. Because the old Transmat used these two. And now this one's using this one that was covered by the heat shield before. I'm actually kind of excited right now. Which is funny, because this the only thing I've been feeling in this project is despair. Despair and financial distress. Alright guys, so the next cool part that we're going to put on, this is called a DSSR, which is double selector shear rod. Basically, it eliminates the OEM linkage, which is inferior and has more ability to have play in it. This is a Garagistic DSSR here, and it's kind of nice. It's got these nice machined pins in there, nice Delrin bushings that go on both sides here, and then you just put the C-clips on. So we're gonna get that installed, and it's gonna help eliminate any possible slop in the shifter. So we're excited.
You should probably not put the trans mount in before you do this.
Ryan Meisman on the fucking headlights. European shit for our American boy.
Oh, dude, this looks great. Okay, so we have the RTD shifter here. All the old videos that I watched don't show that the new shifter has this bottom shift boot plate in it to keep dust out of the car. This is probably going to go under the bottom of the car, and then this is going to go on top of the car. Drop this in the shifter hole. There's 3 bolt locations, big washer on top, locking washer, and locking nut on the bottom. And we're going to go ahead and show you guys how that's done. We're going to toss these in. Oh, that's going to be an Allen wrench to reach these ones.
Driver's side front. Alright. And then give me a second to get on passenger. Alright, go for it.
Tight.
Okay. Yeah, reverse. Okay, so reverse is like, it looks like the shifter's like kind of centered when you're in reverse. So honestly, bro, I think this is,
I think that's first.
that's first.
Yeah.
And then it goes second.
Yep.
And then it goes third.
Yeah, it's not.
Fourth.
It's centered on the 1-2,
Fifth.
not 3-4.
Sixth. Yeah. All right. As you guys can see, everything's bolted up. We got the sandwich plate in there. Got this boot. And this is the linkage here. We got the bushings in there. And that goes up there to the top of the trans. So we got all of the Allen bolts tightened down, so that way the shifter doesn't move back and forth. It's a little bit stiff, but that's how we like it. So when you finish installing the shifter, there's this set screw here. You're going to want to loosen this up, and you're going to want to put your shifter into third, and then tighten that down, and that will automatically adjust your shifter, so that way it shifts smoothly.
Okay, for all you E46 people out there, this core support is coming out of the ZHP. My car was in a front end accident a few years back, and we're just taking care of the last bits of traceable damage. So that way when I try to sell this thing secondhand, no one has any idea that it was in an accident.
Other than this video.
Yes, other than this video. But guess what? My car has the AL brand headlights, and
2002.
yeah, it's a 2002. The ZHP came with the ZKW xenon lights, and as it turns out, the headlight bracket is slightly different. So these are just kind of the things you stumble across, and the boys were saying it's a good thing I'm a hoarder. Don't show them my garage, Gabe. It's pretty bad. It runs in the family, obviously. But yeah, we just had to swap the headlight bracket out. Thank God I have the old ones, and we'll get that taken care of now. For all you following along at home, this could be you if you made bad life choices.
Marshall was in fact not at fault.
I got like a $3,200 check for this car, which is way more than I paid for it. So like I was kind of stoked about that.
That's where the Supercharger came from.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, pretty
Indirectly.
much. I mean, yeah, I just put it in my savings account, was like, fuck it. And then we bought a junkyard hood for it. And now it looks like a junkyard car still. To be honest, anytime you try to save money on these cars, it's usually a bad time. That's what an impact is for. Oh.
Don't worry, I'll edit it so that way you don't look like a fucking pussy.
That's fine if you do.
Here's a better shot of the linkage.
Okay, so quick note: these arrows here point towards the flange. So we just fucking throw that thing in there. That goes in there like that.
So goddamn good. And this new heat shield, dog.
New heat shield.
I don't know. This heat shield looks new as fuck. It's sexy.
There are no new heat shields on this car. Dude, look, this came with us with instructions.
Wow.
Oh, look, it just told you exactly what I just said.
Oh.
Diese Seite. Okay, this side. Okay, thank you.
Nice.
Don't need that. Okay.
My man's been practicing his Duolingo.
Yeah, she's tight. She's probably over tightened.
All right.
Which is not good for them, but you know, whatever. We're not getting the torque wrench out. I want to say these are 75 foot pounds. That seems 75 to me. Round it, check.
Yeah, make sure to round your bolts so nobody can ever take them off again.
Yeah, it's a
Make sure nobody
security feature.
make sure nobody
No one's
steals
gonna-
your Guibo.
Yeah, no one's gonna be stealing this. I heard Guibo thefts are on.
We should zip tie it somewhere.
Here, you want a zip tie? How about a purple zip tie?
Whatever you want to
Bumpers going on. OEM solutions only around here, boys. Let's go. Fixing this trim up.
Dog. Look at that little condom on there.
Gross. We don't use those.
Let's go, baby.
This one's a little whack, but we'll worry about that later.
Make sure you start with the center section before moving on to the two sides.
We had to make sure that our boy has a very inclusive car because we're all about inclusion here at Mile High Misfits. It's our
6 gears for passing people of diverse sexual orientations.
All right, guys, under the hood is done. We got the bumper on. It's looking beautiful.
Headlights in.
Yep, headlights in. We got the kidney grills. So now, all we got left, drive shaft and exhaust. These are Marshall's favorite parts, so it's gonna be a fun night. Let's fucking get it.
That's in. Yeah, it's in. Okay.
Make sure when you install the drive shaft to keep the transmission lowered a couple inches. Make sure you can get it in there.
Look at the rest of the D shaft. E46s, man. What in the fuck?
All right, the exhaust is in. We're not gonna show all that because it's a pain in the ass, and I'm sure you guys have seen enough exhaust install videos in your time that that's gonna be completely fucking boring. So we're good to go. Make sure it's out of gear.
Clutch in.
Oh, stop, turn it off.
What's that?
Oil.
Shit. All right, guys. Well, we had a minor mishap. The supercharger oil line was not fully engaged, so tired boy activities, but at least it was something easy.
we use a whole roll?
So, take 2 after a minor heart attack. Time to add some oil.
No, it's just oil on the header.
Yeah, it's gonna have to burn a couple things off. Huh? Yeah, front seems to get oil with it. Huh? Good.
Yeah, there's oil in the thing.
The maiden voyage. She's gonna be back on the street for the first time in
8 months.
Gosh, 8 months? Yeah, this is awesome. All right, boys, we are in the E46. Marshall, how do you feel, buddy?
It's a bit surreal. It only took us 8 months to get here. I'm not stoked that we spilled a bunch of oil over everything and I have a little exhaust leak at the header, but you know, overall, I hope this test drive goes well. So I'm excited to drive it again. It's been too long. Dude, it feels different, man. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, you got a lot shorter gears now, don't you?
No, I always had this gearing. It just has a 6th now. Let's see. It works. Dude, it's got some more. It feels like it's got more low end.
It does. I think
What the fuck? Dude, this motor's healthy, man. What the fuck? Dude, was I really driving this car like sick for the longest time? Gabe, get a picture of the odometer real quick. Because I'm going to have to go back and like say, oh yeah, all this work happened at 247,000 miles.
Yep, true. We need the proof. Let's go, guys. Test drive went flawless, and listen to that. The ticking is gone. Stuck lifter, maybe? I think
Sure.
yes. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Dude,
That's a fucking pole, dude.
she pulls, dude.
What's the dyno rating?
I think it gained like 40 horse from where it used to be at.
Dude, honestly, it feels so much healthier.
Dude, I don't know. It really picks up at the top.
Dude, it really does.
I don't know. It wasn't
I'm
really
shocked,
forward.
dude.
All right, guys, that's gonna conclude the E46 series. It's not going anywhere. We're gonna continue to do some mods here and there for it, but the rebuild, I think we can conclude it's successfully over now. Thank God. Again, I said it throughout the series. I'll say it again. Thank you to Ryan. Thank you, Gabe. Thank you, Noah. Thank you, my brother Sam. Everyone who's helped me out. Simon sold me the motor for this. Yes, thank you, Simon. Couldn't have done it without the supporting cast for sure. I'm just glad it's done with now. Stay tuned if you guys want to see some more, stuff that we're going to be doing with it. Definitely going to be taking it to the track soon, but just glad to have it back. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe and like. We'll see you in the next one.